Hello everyone, welcome back to Polimines. We're on level 26 of 30, so nearing the end stretch here, but the last puzzle was way bigger than all the previous ones, so these last 5 may be enough of a doozy that they need multiple episodes, I don't know. Start over here, shall we? This 2 needs these. These ones need a barrier around them. This 2 can't reach here. The last thing in this row is contiguous, so it can't be this one. What? Oh yeah, it can. It's right here. Whoops, I'm bad. Start over. These 2. Not those. Can't reach here. Of course, it can be a contiguous group of 1. It's not that the whole line has to be contiguous. Okay, this 3 needs a mine here. So there can't be one here. This needs 2 separate groups, so one of them has to be this. This has 3 contiguous. And at least one of them has to touch this 3. So the other one doesn't. But importantly, that means this 3 is done over here. This one has to go here. These, to have 2 separate groups, must be of size 1 like this. This 5 could reach here. Or here. Or could this be the question mark? No, because there's no room for a 5 before it. So we know that this, at least, is part of the 5 group, and it can't reach here. Now this 2 in this column has to get to this spot. 3... must get to here, could reach here, but no further. This 3 can't go here. It has to be these 2 cells and one other. This must be part of the 1 in the row. The 2 has to go there. This has to be the 1. This 1 has to be here. This 2 can't be isolated like this. The 1 has to go there, or the first one anyway. This whole row is contiguous, so that's a mine and that isn't. This 4, so one of these 2. Okay. This column's done, and now this 3 needs all of its neighbors. This column's done as well. This 3 row is done. This 2 row has to go here. This 2 goes there. There. Okay. Now, obviously, we know from my mistake here that this actually is the 5 and it goes like this, but I'm obviously not allowed to take advantage of that. I want to solve the puzzle without, any multiverse time travel kind of stuff. This 4, here we go, that's done. Which puts the 2 here and here, and then this column's done. Now this 5 has to go at least this far, and that means this 2 is just these 2 cells. This 2's done. Oh, this column's been done all along. It has to go like this. And now we have a 1 row finished. Which means this column needs a mine here, and I'm back to legitimately getting the information I cheated my way into accidentally. There we go. So now we know this is the 5, and we can clear out the rest of the row. 2's done. 3 goes here. That's a 1? Okay. How am I going to know about this, though? here. It's already seeing one. Got it. This 3 is done, so the column goes here. And this is done as well. Okay. This takes up 6 space, and it's 8 wide, so we can put that there. This is 7 space, 8 wide, so we know these. This 1 is done. This 2 is done. There's only 1 here, which means this 3 needs both of these. That, oops, clicked twice. That must be the 2, so this column needs those cleared. This 3 is done. This has to be here because of the 3, and likewise here. This can't be the 2, rather this is. And this is the 3 in the row. Easy. This 3 needs here. That's a 1, so nothing there. Okay, I think that's everything we can get on the top for now. This is 7 wide in an 8, so it's only 1 fudge factor, so we get that much. That clears the rest of this column. This 2 has to be these 2. So this 2 has to go here. This 2 goes there. That's done. This 1 is done. This means there's a mine here. 4 needs all its neighbors. This row is done. This 3 needs something here only. 2's done. This has to be contiguous. And so does this. Oh, easy. I'm breezing through them. How tall is this? 10? Looks like 10. So this is size 7 going into 10, which means we can get at least these 2 for the 5. This has to be a 1. Oh, it's covering just these. Right. So actually we have that all solved. It's got to go there. Now we know this. This has to be part of a 2, so it can't reach here. These are mines, and so is this to satisfy these 2 2s. These 2 2s going here, I assume, are good as well. Yeah, we can do this much. That finishes this column. Oh, really? Well, if there's a 1 at the top, it's got to go there. And then we know the rest of this column is contiguous, but we don't know how much of it there is. I guess since there's a 1 here, the contiguousness can't extend past here, so we can actually say these are all open. This 2 can't reach here. Actually, the only way to do 2 2s here now is this. This is a 3, so it can't reach here. This 2 can't squeeze into that space. This 3 can't start here, or it would be a 4. Now this 3 2 is squeezed in enough that there has to be a spot here for the 2. This column, I guess we can do. This 3 can't reach here. This is a contiguous 5, so it has to look like that. This 5 has 2 here and at most 2 here, so it needs 1 here, and that does the column. This 2 and these two 1s, they're putting a 1 into one of these two cells, which finishes this 2 with this mine here. So these aren't mines. Wrong? What? Is this wrong? I mean, it must be. Right? If I open this and click on it, no, it's a mine. How is that? Oh, God, this isn't... It's not a Minesweeper clue, it's a Nonograms clue. God damn it. I don't really want to start over, but I guess I don't want any mistakes. God, I don't know. I find these clues a little bit hard to read. The way they're like in the middle of the grid instead of around the edge. And they're the same like font and size and exactly where they would be if they were a Minesweeper clue. They just don't have a cell behind them. And so I get confused. This looked like a 2 Minesweeper clue to me. I don't know. Maybe I won't play the sequel. Alright, so this was 7 going into 10. So we got these. The 3 has to go in here. 5 connects. I feel like I didn't have that until late last time. Anyway, 2 goes here. This 1 is not a Minesweeper clue. These 2s had to go like this, I remember. And so this is done. This 2 can't get to here. And so, in fact, the only way to do it is this. This one has to be here. This 3 is done. This 3 can't reach here. 5 goes there. Two here, 1 there, finishing the column. Okay, we're about where we were when I made the mistake. All right. Up here, these are contiguous, so they can't be 1s. There must be 1 above them. And then this must all be contiguous. And this contiguousness has to stop. No, this is not a 1 Minesweeper clue. Don't make that mistake, too. I guess I made it earlier and got away with it. But it wasn't right. Okay. Oh, well then this 2 needs a mine here. And this 2 can't reach these squares. This 2 can't reach here. This contiguous clue can't reach here. These have to go here. Likewise in this group. 3, yep, is done. The question mark has to go up here, and the 2 has to go down here. There's no room for both of them up here, so we can do this. That clears these both up. This, well, is not that helpful. How am I going to get what's going on down here? No, maybe I could snake my way all the way in through this, maybe? I don't think so. Because what could this... None of these 3 cells could tell me anything. I already know their neighbors completely. Ah, this is how... No, this doesn't reach in here. This... No, this isn't a Minesweeper 2. Okay. So this area is solvable on its own. And that may propagate information back up here. There's one of these, don't know which. I mean, we can just bifurcate, right? Suppose this were the mine. Is that okay? This would be clear, and so would this. If this were the mine, yeah, these, okay. I'd have to put a 1 here, or mine here for the 2 to finish. But that would be okay. This would have to go here. That would be fine. What about this, though? These ones. If this were the mine... Nothing here. Nothing here. Mine here, nothing here. So that's impossible. This can't be the mine. Yeah, okay. Not an easy deduction, but... certainly gettable, since I got it. This 3 is done. I already marked that even. I mean, this is 5? Is that anything? No, this 2. Now this 2 goes that way. Now this can't be a mine, so if it were, the 5 would be satisfied, but there's still another mine here. And actually, there's 1 mine here, so this has to be the 5th mine. That clears this whole row up. Mine here clears those. This must be a 2. This 4 needs a mine here, clearing up this 2. Guess we have to do this column somehow now? This 2 can't be in here, so the question mark goes there. This 5 needs 2 more mines. They both have to come from here, so there's 1 there, and not 1 here or here. This 4 puts the last mine there, and we're done. It's a sword. How nice. Or a bell? Weird bell. It's a plausible bell. This is where we start. It's at least size 6 going into 8, so we get those. This 3. Rude. Not going to give me any clues for that. 2 goes here, obviously. This is a 1. Another one of these, but we don't know which. This 2 can't get to here. This is all contiguous with this, but there's something blocking here, so nothing up like that. This 2 goes there. Something weird is going on in this column. These can't all be mines. And in fact, I think there has to be a gap somewhere, right? Because, like, suppose this 2 were satisfied by these 2. Oh, I guess that would be fine, but then there'd be a gap here. We couldn't have it continue, or this 2 would be oversaturated. So this actually has to be part of the 2, not the question mark. And therefore, it can't reach this far. This 3 goes there. The 1's done. Question mark, we don't know yet. This 4 is now fully defined. This 1 has to go there. These are all contiguous, so give me 1 here. Well, this sees 2 mines. And they're contiguous. I'm not sure. This 3? This couldn't be a mine, actually, because then the 3 would be done, but I'd still need to connect up the rest of this contiguous group. Okay. What is up with this 2? Only one of the mines can be in this column. So the other one has to be there. That's what's up with it. This is the 1, so there's nothing here. And these are the ones for the column clues. This 3 gives me a mine here. And no mine here for the row clue. Okay. How do you limit this? One possibility I see is that the 2 goes up here, and then the question mark goes like this. But also, the question mark could just do this, and the 2 could go down. I guess, okay, this 2 sees 2 mines, and they're both part of the same contiguous question mark. So this must be one of them. And now this row is done. And we know there's a mine in here, so this 2 is done. It can't have a space there. Okay. Oh, wait, did I? This looks like a mistake. I don't remember. I must have clicked wrong here. I'm sure I had enough information to get this right. I'm not going to worry about 100%ing this. I'll just give myself credit for that. I probably saw this 3 and right-clicked and said, no? Wait. Oh, if this is marked, it must mean I clicked it saying it wasn't a mine and it was. Which means I must have been wrong about this one? Oh. That's a little embarrassing. Oh well. So it could be here and here. Or it could be here and here. But I don't see how to rule either of those out. This one should be satisfiable either way, shouldn't it? Just either put one here or don't, depending on what happens over here. Ah, it's this question mark. It marks the row as well as the column. There we go. Yikes. All right, let's buckle down and get this over with. I'm sure it'll be an interesting puzzle. A little bit big, though. I guess we might actually be starting with these super wide clues. Is this one the widest? 723? Yeah. Oh God, I don't want to do this. No, I'll do this then. Those two. There. Hey, that does this, I guess. This 5 has to reach down. Yeah, okay. To at least here. So I guess technically this middle one has to be a mine as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can only extend, no matter which edge it starts at, it reaches at least here. Not that useful. Actually, the 6 should be about the same. Yeah. Okay. 5 into 7. I guess we get that. All right. So this is the big one, huh? What did I say? 723. How wide is this, though? 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 32? 23 into 32 is actually a margin of 9, so I don't get anywhere with any of this. Okay, so I'm supposed to do something else to start the puzzle then. Ah, actually this question mark can't reach up to here. This 2, well, if they're all contiguous, one of them has to be this one. And actually, now that we've made a little headway in this row, this 9, 8 might show some value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Has to reach at least that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And at least that far in the other direction. So we get this column of 1. Over here, can we pen in the 8 at all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's the one cell we get in both directions. Okay. This is 5 into 7, right? So we get that. Okay. Oh, this must be part of a group of size at least 4, because it's either the 5, the 7, or the 4. Oops. And I don't think it can be the 5. We don't have room for 11 here. But we certainly have room for this to be 7 and then a 4 over here somewhere. So we can't lock that off. But okay, this column's done now. Oh, this 4 column? I did this one earlier, but I didn't notice this one. There's no room for a 3 up here, so I guess the 3 in this column has to be these 3? Okay. So now we can only stand one more in this 3, and it has to come from this 4, so there's nothing here. And so this 4 must run straight away from this 3. It can't take both of these cells. It has to go all the way north or all the way south. But I don't really know which. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is interesting. 2 question marks in this row? Well, the only way for them not to touch is if one of them's here, right? Not there, there. Well, I guess that didn't really go anywhere. Oh, it did. This 4 now can't go all the way down. So, as we just said earlier, it has to go all the way up instead. And we can finish this 2. Shoving the 7 down a bit when we clear this space up. And this 1 column is done. This 9 has to be contiguous. That finishes the column. This 5 is now pinned down. Nothing in there. Now, there can still be a 7, 4 here, but the 7 could just barely fit in here, so we can't settle on either of those possibilities yet. This column is done, though. Ah, this 9 is not going to go over to the left. So it has to be pinned down exactly to this? Yes. Okay, and that tells us where the 7 and the 4 are. This must be the 7, and it just barely fits. Which means this is the 4, and it's already pinned down. Ah, the 1. So the 8, well, okay. Now that we have this blocked off, guess we can do the rest of that as well. We know the 8 has to go fairly far to the right to get all its cells. So there's only room for 3 here. But this 1 tells us even more. It has to reach to exactly here and then stop before going back the other way. This 3 has to go all the way up or all the way down because of this 2. But importantly, this 2 can't have either of these cells because it has one from the 3. Now this 2 has to go here. I guess I already had this cell cleared. It's small enough that I couldn't easily tell. Oh, I missed a spot here. This 2 is done, so this row is done. Yes. Okay, back over here where all the exciting stuff was happening. This 1 column is done. Oh, this row was doable from the beginning. Whoa, look at this contiguous thing. So this 3 is done now. Oh, and there's only a single mine in this whole column? Okay, this is easier than it looked. This 5 needs all its neighbors. This 2 needs a mine here. This 2 is done. Oh, this 3, I guess, can't reach here. This 1 is finished. How do I solve this area? From here, I guess. Which means I need to know this cell to get there. Okay. Ah, this 2, there we go. There does have to be something here. And it has to connect up with the 7. That's size 6 already, so this is all clear. Now this 1 goes there, and that gets us the 6. Yeah, that's all of it. 2 there, the 1's done. 3 in these spots and not this one, so the 7's done. This 1 is done now. 2 is done as well. A 3. Well, it can get at most 2 of its mines from this 2, and it can't get any from the question mark. So it needs a mine here, and then needs 2 mines from this 2, one of which must be this one. Oh, this 4 actually needs all of these. And since this is all contiguous, we can just do this whole column. Which gets us this row. 5 says all this. Come on, there we go. This is a 2, so there's nothing here. Oh, I didn't get the marker here like I should have. And now it's all this has all got to be contiguous. Okay. This 3 reaches to here, and the 2 comes down like this. Our first break-in into these rows. This 2, oh, I guess was gettable all along. It has to be... Well, these 2 were gettable here. But now these 2 are as well. This 3 now not that one. Needs that. This is part of the 2 and not part of the 9, so we can clear these. This is part of the 1, so we can clear all of this. This 1 solves this area, right? Yes. So now I should have something to grapple with here, right? 6, 5, and 8 adds up to 19 plus 2 is 21 when you include the gaps between. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26. This is a slack of 7. No, 5. So I just counted this comes to 26, doesn't it? And we have a 21. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, yes. And this is 21. So there's a slack of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's where the 6 has to go. And the 8 has to be in all 3 of these. Come on. Just go in. There we go. That finally does something here. But it must be said, not much. Actually, no, it does. Look, this 6 can't be in here anymore. That's nice. Now we have this, which is 16, needs a 16 space. And it's going into a sort... I'm not sure exactly how long it is. 5, 10, 15, 20 out of 16. So there's a slack of 4. Oh, I accidentally left click while I was trying to right click this. Oh well, whatever. I knew it was a mine. Slack of 4. So this 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5 that we know are mines. This 1 clears that up. Okay. And with this, we can push the 6 much further left from this row. Now this 1 comes in. This is cute. And scoots this further over, I think. Maybe not that far. Hang on. Yeah, only this far. Did I maybe mark too much of it earlier? I'm not sure I knew about this one. But this 3 now has to reach to here, which gives us this row. And these 3 squares. Lots of 2s, huh? Okay. Well, this 2 is here. That needs a mine here. This 2 is done. Need a mine here for this 2, and this 2 is also done. This row needs a mine here, which must be this column's 2. This 4 can only reach as far as here, so these are all clear. This 3 goes down to there. And that must be where the 5 starts. So it reaches at least that far. This 6 now can't reach so far to the left. It needs these 2 spaces, which makes this clear. Nothing can fit in here. This 8 has to go pretty far to the right. Yeah. This 3 is done now. This 3 needs one here. These 4s, I guess I need a mine there. And mines here, which should clear up this 8. And this 5. This 6 can't reach here anymore. This 3 is done. So the 6 goes this way. Needs a gap, and then the 9 goes that way. This 4 needs that. Already did, I guess. This is a 6 that's finished. Okay. This 2's done. We made some progress up here. Anything I can do anything about? Well, we're not going to get any more help. So if I can't solve it now, I'll never solve it. Ah, no, here it is. This 1 is satisfied by this. That's what I was missing. Well, actually, I'm not sure how much that helps. Okay, this is kind of cute. I can't necessarily pin down where any of this stuff is, except to note that, look, there's only one mine in this whole column. So these 3 1s, okay, we could maybe put a mine here. But there's still 3 mines they have to distribute among, like, this column, and this column. Put one there, fine. Put one here, fine. But still, one of these 3 needs a mine in this column, which must be part of this too. So it can't reach any higher than this here. Everything above that space is clearable. It's a little troubling because now there's nothing left to do up here, but I have to do something. This 2's been done for ages. It goes there. Now we know this 3 comes down, this 1 doesn't go over because it's a 1 rather, and this 2 does this. It kind of, I think, had to be both of these 2 by uniqueness, but fine. And so the argument I made about these columns does extend even further, right? Suppose the 2 were part of this row. Could it also be part of any of the other rows? No, it could never reach from one of these 1s to another. So it's providing a mine only to one of these in this column. One of them can get it from this column, the other one has to get it from this column, and only this one can. So that's a mine. Can I just say, by the way, I rolled my eyes in the Steam reviews when, people were, giving it good reviews, and one guy was like, yeah, this puzzle was okay, but there were way too many spots where you just have to guess because you don't have enough information. I don't think that's a very good puzzle game. And I was like, there's just 0% chance you have to guess. I said this before opening the game, like, there's no way they're going to do that to you. And indeed they don't. You're just bad, so suck on them apples. Can't be a mine here, I guess. Oh, and of course the mine in this column must be in one of these 2 rows, so we can clear all the other rows here. I feel like this is the first time in this entire game they've asked me to make a deduction like this, where, like, it's kind of like an X-ray in Sudoku or something, where, okay, I can't... X-wing, rather, not X-ray. Where, like, I can't say exactly where these mines are, but I can allocate them into these subsections and say everything that's not one of those, like, must therefore, I don't know. Okay, there's a 2 here. One of these and this one. So the 2 goes like this. And we get that. What to do about all this stuff, though? This 2 is that interesting? Yes. The 4 can't extend further than here. It would oversubscribe the 2, so it has to reach at least here. And can't reach here. Now the 0 clears things up. The 4 goes there. That finishes this 5 and indeed the column. This 1 gives us those cells and sends the 4 further down. This 2 clears that up. Okay. This row has to go there now. And this is part of a 5, so we can do that. This 4... It can't get 3 mines from here because there has to be a gap between the 2s, so it has to get one of its mines from there. And that's the row column done. I need 2 mines in this area. And at least 1 mine in this area. Which I think means we need both 2s to satisfy this, don't we? I couldn't, like, have 2 here. Yeah, so each 2 has to be touching either the 3 or the 4. So it could go like this, maybe, but it can't go any higher. This is open. And likewise, we could have maybe these 2. But we can't have, like, these 2. That's not enough. So these are free. This 4 tells me exactly where that 2 goes. And finishes the column. And we just have these 3, which I didn't see what I was supposed to do with. It's clearly to do with this 2. There's 1 here. Ah, contiguousness. If this were the one touching this 2, then the contiguous clue would be split. It's not. Therefore, we have that. Did I miss one? No. Level 30. I got an achievement. But it says mistakes 1. Am I supposed to, like, go back and... Okay, sure. I made a misclick on 1 and I'm not sure exactly what it was. I misread a clue or something. I'm not going to worry about if there's some achievement for 100%. Hope you guys enjoyed this puzzle game. I don't think I will do the sequel after all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.